Welcome aboard. It is the Obscurist tourist here, and today I come to you from Kennebunkport, Maine, and I am about to board a trolley here at the Seashore Trolley Museum. I'm pretty excited about this. I love all things tracked vehicles, trains, trolleys, streetcars. I hear there's even a streetcar from Toronto on the premises here. I'm so excited. We are also doing a rail bike tour, part of Revolution Rail. It's biking on an old tracked vehicle down an abandoned rail line. I'm beyond elated, beyond excited. For now, let's show you around the Seashore Trolley Museum here in Kennebunkport. Interestingly, the founders of this museum acquired Car 31, its very first trolley, way back in 1939, and I've been told that it's out in the back lot, so I will be sure to explore to see if I can find it. I have also been told that this museum has an actual car trolley from Toronto, yes, my hometown, right here on site. Known as a trolley here, us Torontonians actually call it a streetcar. Well, in Europe, they are known as trams. Now you know. You can actually see the history of the Toronto streetcar referenced here in this timeline inside the museum. So let's check in at the front desk, as I already bought a ticket online. A real throwback here. So just in the back here, looking at some old streetcars and buses, and lo and behold, check that out. Right there. It's a Toronto streetcar, the 501 Queen streetcar. I did not have that on my lottery ticket today, that I'd find a Toronto streetcar here in a field in Maine. Pretty awesome. The Greenwood Cannot 501 Toronto streetcar. Let's take a peek. Whoa, I just saw a giant groundhog run into the bushes there. Let's go on board. Let's check it out. Pretend we're back in Toronto. Ow. Yep. It's like a little slice of home here in Maine. I also got quite the vast transit bus collection here. So not just trolleys and streetcars. No TTC bus, though. Pretty neat. The Highwood exhibits is where I'm headed next, and I am very excited. So hidden in the back building here are some of the best and most storied trolleys in this entire collection, starting with this. Oh, look at this glorious City of Manchester trolley. Just absolutely gorgeous. My guess is sometime around the 1920s. Look at this, the Brooklyn Bridge trolley, no doubt from New York City, I assume. Just some really, really amazing pieces in here, and a little shocking at how many different trolleys there are from around the world in this exhibit. And I love that they still have the old seats here in this Brooklyn Bridge trolley with original seat covers. What is that? Tweed? That is so New York. Let's check out the inside of this Oakmont streetcar trolley. Look at this. Wow. Exactly as it was when it was a commissioned trolley streetcar. Beautiful. So one of the trams that I was most excited to see here at the collection was this one. This tram right here is actually from Montreal. Such a unique piece of history. So cool. I had no idea Montreal even had trams. Wild. I believe this one is from 1898. 50 cents would have gotten you a 10-mile ride around Montreal's two mountains. More looks inside some historical trams. The condition of these is absolutely phenomenal considering their age, and a huge testament, once again, to this museum for preserving history. Here's a look at some of the historical trolleys you can actually take a ride on here at the museum. I'd love to ride this open car from the Connecticut line in 1901, but I believe instead I will be riding this closed car from a little bit later. Still historical, but more like the kind of trolley I'm used to riding in Toronto. Tours on these leave every 45 minutes and are about a 45-minute round trip. The grounds here are just strewn with old trolleys, even as you drive into this place and even out back in the woods. The fact that people thought to preserve these things all those years ago, even as technology all but ruled them obsolete, is really quite amazing. History is forever preserved by those that think of the future, it seems. This is kind of cool. Some of the trolley conductors just waiting around the station here, just as they would have back in the day, really setting the tone of accuracy here, which I highly appreciate. Here we go. This trolley is so amazing, almost completely original, and a nice touch is that they've included some replicas of the advertisements you would have seen displayed overhead on this way back in the day.
Please stay seated as long as we're in motion. It's not the smoothest ride in the world, but it's a lot of fun. You don't want to be trying to walk around. Now, these ads are actual. They're copies. We have the actual originals in our collection. We got them in the library to save them, because every so often we make new copies to put up. Because after a while, the other car that's running today, they're really faded. And this one, they're not, because it's not
Love these old Burma shave ads on the side. Completely immersive flashback experience here. This might be one of my favorite things ever. I know I say that in a lot of videos, but this is getting me in all the right places. This is wonderful.
get off and they're not on a road. They were only on a trolley line, and once the trolley line stopped running, they really couldn't service the land very easily. So when we opened it,
Very cool old Burma Shave advertisements on the side here, which is exactly how they would have been displayed starting way back in the late 1920s. Very neat indeed. So that was pretty amazing. Next thing on the docket is to go on the rail bike with Revolution Rail. So if you get a ticket, I must note that if you get a ticket for the rail bike, you also get total access to the museum here and a trolley ride. So it's a full docket of things to do for the low cost of a rail bike ride. Pretty cool. And these are the rail bikes we'll be riding today along the same tracks, the very same tracks we rode on the tram earlier. So, some familiar scenery ahead.
Same thing, no smoking or vaping or drinking or anything while you're here to make sure we all have a safe, fun time. It's a pack-in, pack-out situation. This is really close. You can see that my legs don't look that comfortable and kind of squished. If you're riding like this the whole time, you're gonna get a little visit from Quadzilla. It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna be fun. So, what I'm gonna do is welcome to your chariot.
Awesome, thank you so much.
No problem.
You get in the left there.
Let me help you adjust.
You're gonna have to get in the left.
You just hang on to these?
So here's my
Yeah.
question. Can you bicycle backwards for a second? How does that feel? Okay, so I would say...
Hey Tessa, you ready?
I'm ready.
You all strapped in? You got your seatbelt on?
Pants strapped in.
Very cool. Look at that. And look at the wheels. That's awesome. This is pretty cool. You enjoying yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like a little rail biking. First junction, Talbot Park. That's where we stopped when we were on the trolley ride. I thought maybe we'd stop there for the rail ride, but we actually, oh, and this is how you brake. Oh, are we good? So as this is the halfway point, we have to disembark at Talbot Park so that the RevRail workers can turn around all the bikes. There's only one track in and out, so just gotta wait about 10 minutes while they sort all the bikes out on the old rail here. Oh, that's so cool. That's the old 1901 open-topped Connecticut trolley. Such a beautiful sight. Wow. So on the way to the first stop, that we were on an incline. I think it was like a 20-degree incline, and now on the way back, because it's a loop, we're going downhill, so a lot easier. How you feeling, Tessa?
I feel great.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I feel like we're flying.
This is like cake.
This is pretty cool. Feeling the burn? Oh, there's a bug on you. Hold on.
It's a fly.
That was not a fly.
Thank you for getting that for me.
It's so beautiful out here. Look at the old rail tracks on the side here.
for nabbies.
Right on the right is the pumpkin patch in just before Halloween. I love all the old equipment here. And we have arrived back at the museum. Quite the workout, as it's just a warning that it is a bit of a workout, as it's all uphill on the way out. Coming back, however, a lot easier the opposite way, as it's all downhill. Only makes sense. Well, that is it for me here at the Seashore Trolley Museum in Kennebunkport, Maine. I am got a little workout on the rail bikes, had a little traction on the old 1901 tram. Really, really amazing. A few surprises. Found an actual Toronto Transit Commission streetcar here in the lot. A piece of history. Didn't even know I lived amongst history back home in Toronto, but here we are. I hope you have an amazing day, and until our next adventure, stay golden, stay beautiful, and as always, stay rusted. Trying to come up with a new catchphrase. See you later. Choo choo.